Welcome to another edition of Ask a Daddy. I'm Brian B. Childs, and today we're going to talk about the most important thing that a father can do for his child. However, before we get into that, let me get into this, right? So we're just coming out of the month of November, and it was No Shave November, and I participated. And, I'm trying to determine whether or not I want to keep this thing or not. So maybe, you guys let me know what you think. All right, so back to the topic at hand. Probably a couple of weeks ago, I posted a question on my Facebook page, and I said, hey, what is the most important thing that a father can do for his child? And I left it blank. And, I got a lot of really, really, really great responses because, there are a lot of great responses to that question. However, on my mind, I had one particular answer in mind, and that was love their mother. And so I talked to a friend of mine, and he posted it on his Facebook page, and it created a lot of dialogue. And so based on that, people are like, hey, ask a daddy, I need you to create this video so you can tell me what you're talking about because, I don't know if I agree with you or not. And that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to give you the reasons why. I want to make sure that we're on the same page when we are talking about love. Now, there are 4 different definitions to the word love that I know of. And I just want to briefly describe those. The first one is agape. Now, that agape love is like that God-type love. That's that love that is not really based off of feeling or emotion. It's more so based off of obedience. Then next we have that phileo. Phileo is where the word Philadelphia comes from, and it's like that brotherly love. It's it's just like that type, like that friend to a friend love, strictly platonic. Then you have storge, and that's more, it's taking that phileo love a little bit further, and it's that family love, right? That love between family members. And then after that, you have, eros, and that's more like that sexual type love, that romantic sexual type love. So when I say that the most important thing that a father can do for his child is to love their mother, I'm not talking about the sexual type, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the agape, like that just generic type. And again, that's maybe not the best word to use, but I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one where you love them like a friend or like a family member. And I think they go hand in hand. So I'm going to go on and get into the reasons why I think that's important. Reason number 1, the relationship will model for your child how to treat a woman and how they should be treated as a woman. Now, I think that's somewhat self-explanatory, but I know people are probably going to say, well, can't they get it another way? Like, say if I have a girlfriend or, another person that I'm dealing with, even though it's not their mother, or if their mother has somebody else that they're dealing with that's not me, can't they get that another way? And the answer is yes, they can. But you are their father, right? And seeing it from their fathers is different. You know what I mean? So seeing that love between their mother and their father is just a different type of love. You know what I mean? It's a different thing. And so while they can get that in another way, it's very, very important for them to see it between the two people that came together to create them. Reason number 2, parents are typically the most important person in a child's life, right? Your child loves their mom. And since they love their mom so much, it only makes sense to me that you should love their mom as well because it means so much to your child. Bro, you better not talk about my mom. Think about it. When you were young, shoot, even now, what's the one thing that people better not do? Talk about your mom. And why is that? It's because they hold a special place in your heart. Your kids are the same way. Man, moms have a special place in your heart. Just there's no way around it. Think about Mother's Day. Biggest holiday. Well, one of the biggest holidays of the year. Way bigger than Father's Day. Right? Moms is getting showered with gifts. Even if people don't typically care for their mothers that much, they still take the time out on that day to show their mom how much they care. Moms hold a special place. Again, if it's that important to your child, then it should be important to you to love their mother as well, right? And if you see where I'm going here, right, it's all about loving the mother of your child because you love your child so much. That's really what it comes down to. Reason number 3, unconditional love translates. Basically, what I mean by that is, look, if your child can see that you love their mother unconditionally, then it kind of goes to say, or it kind of goes without saying, that you'll love them unconditionally as well. I mean, coming from the mind of a child, and again, every child is different. Everybody is different, right? But I can definitely see how a child might say, well, if my mom got on my dad's bad side, quote unquote, and now he don't really deal with her, well, dang, what's to say that I might not do something to get on that bad side as well? I mean, again, think about it. You and their mother were close enough at one point in time for y'all to make a baby, regardless of how long a period of time y'all was that close. You're right, you were that close at one point in time to make a baby and create this life. And that life will turn around and at some point in time they'll start to contemplate and they'll think about it. They say, well, dang, if my dad could just kind of write my mom off or not deal with her really or kind of treat her, you know what I'm saying, any kind of way, then what's to say that won't happen to me? So again, unconditional love is one of those things that translates. If you love that child's mother unconditionally and they see you guys go through ups and downs and they see, you know what I'm saying, you come back and you work through it and you have that I'm not going to quit attitude because you are important to me, right? Then again, your child is going to know, well, hey, that's how we do it in this house. That's how we get down. It's important. Reason number 4, genes. That's right, genes. Your child is going to have some personality traits just like their mother. And you have to love them all, right? I mean, really, man, that's really as real as it gets. And again, it's like children are not crazy. They're not stupid. They understand when you kind of coming out the side of your neck, coming sideways, little sly little comments, undermining undertones, they catch that stuff. Even if they never let on to it as far as letting you know, they do catch it. And so if a child has a personality trait like like their mother, and they hear you talk about their mother in a way, and maybe you're commenting on that personality trait in a negative way, again, what does a kid do? A kid can internalize that, say, well, man, hold on, dad kind of is talking about mom, sideways when it comes to XYZ, and I do XYZ too. Like, that's me too. You know what I'm saying? And so it's important, that we love, you know what I'm saying, that we love our children's mothers unconditionally through it all, right? Because again, when you do that, it's showing your child how much you love them. All right, and then last but not least, reason number 5. Your child's mom is probably the single best person to help you become a better father. Straight up. And this goes for whether you're married, living together, or whether you guys are separated in different houses, divorced, never married, whatever. The relationship that a child has with their mother, like I said earlier, is a special one. That child is going to share things with their mom and do things in front of their mom, but they're not going to do it in front of you. And if you have a loving relationship with the mother of your child, right, then you guys are going to be able to communicate in a loving way. And you know that when somebody communicates with you and it's through love, that you are more open to receive from that person and they are more willing to give and to share, right? It's just the way it is. And so you want to keep those lines of communication open. But again, that happens again through love. And that comes through a willingness. Like if I know that if I'm showing love to the mother of my child and I've worked hard at making sure that every relationship is a good one, then I know that when the mother of my child comes to talk to me, that it's not nagging. It's not, her just, trying to give me a hard time, trying to make it difficult for me. Like, no, I understand that what she is coming to tell me is of value. And so it's going to help me, like, hey, Brian, such and such, or you said this to Carter, and he really was looking forward to it, and you ain't do it, and so you know what I mean, like all of that stuff, man. The single best person that can help you be a better father is that child's mother, straight up. And so you want to, if your goal is like my goal is to be the best father that I can be, right? If your goal is that as well, then I think that it's very important that you really work on and develop that relationship with the child's mother if you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And again, that goes for whether you're married or not. You know what I'm saying? Because there are families that live together and they don't have a relationship. So those are my 5 reasons. If I had to give a bonus, this one here would kind of go, I guess, more for those fathers who are not with the mother of their child. And it would be, she's your family. Right? You guys had that child together, and because of your child, she is now a part of your family. So think about how you want the women in your family to be treated. Treat her the same way, right? So anyway, those are the 5 reasons why I think that is very important, or it's the most important thing that a father can do for his child is to love his mother. I hope that sheds some light on the subject. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to ask questions. You can visit the website. There's a way that you can actually, leave a voice question on there if anything does not make sense. And again, keep in mind, I understand that there are a lot of things that could have been on this list, but also a lot of those things that could be on the list, to me, are just givens, right? If you have a child, then there are some just things that are just given that you should be doing, that you need to do, like provide for them, be there for them. To me, those are givens. So I'm not, I'm not really looking for those things to be on the list, because that's stuff that you should be doing anyway. And if you're not, then you just got to step your game up. Anyway, that's all I have. Again, appreciate you checking out the video. Please feel free to stop by www.askdaddy.com for any other blog posts that I have. I will be dropping one soon talking about tattletelling and talking about how tattletelling and no snitching are related. So you might want to check that one out. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. In the meantime, peace. And being a daddy is awesome.